Hey there, I want to welcome you to the DollarProbs Startup Company podcast. I'm Derek Shumway, founder of DollarProbs.
I'm Matt Johansson, intern number 1, and something unique about myself I wanted to share this week is I'm actually super into bowling. I'm on a bowling league with my brother and a few friends.
That is exotic.
Bowl every week, and I have all my own gear, so just something unique about myself.
And I'm Adam Hughes. I'm intern number 2. Something unique about myself is I have 6 cats. So,
well, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't my choice. It was mostly my girlfriend's. But I have 6 cats and I love them. So yeah.
Wow, that truly is. I know I wrote "wow" here, but that truly is, awe-inspiring to know that you are a bowler. What is it when you get a full
300?
300.
Now, is there a turkey? Is that a turkey?
So
terminology?
turkey is 3 strikes in a row.
Oh man! And how do you do on the Wii? Just as good?
Yeah, Wii I'm probably better at actually.
Really? Okay. And cats. Do you know what kind? I don't know. Are they all sisters, brothers, or are they like random? How do you find 6 cats? Just one by one on the streets?
So we got the first one from the Humane Society. So they're all rescues, just so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. So the first one's from the Humane Society. 2 were found in like a window well somewhere, and then we just adopted them. And then another 2 were found in our neighbor's bushes, and then we're just like, we'll take them. And then another one was found in like a trailer lot or something like that.
Okay.
And so yeah, we just took that one in as well. They're all girls, so like we call them all sisters, but only 2 sets of them are actually from the same litters.
That's crazy. I have 2 dogs. We used to have 2 cats, but they did die and stuff. Fred and Maggie were their names.
Oh, wow.
And do you have a favorite colored bowling ball or the weight? What kind of weight do you throw? Is it like 8 pounds?
I throw 15 pounds.
15 pounds.
Yeah, that's like the highest you can go is 16.
So what does that equate to, 3 of your cats? 2 cats?
Mine are all under a year old, so probably all of them combined.
Oh my god, that's super young. Wow.
Yeah.
You need a TLC show, to compete with the other big families on TLC.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's hard to come up with matching or corresponding Halloween costumes because there's so many of them.
The week of Halloween, you're going to have to bring us pictures to show your cats. Or post a cat with a light bulb and have a model or something for that week of social media. That'll be fun.
Sounds good.
That is awesome. Well, thank you both for sharing that. You did, surprise me and stuff. I'll share something in the future. Today is Thursday, October 1st, 2020. And right about now, there should be an ad going because we figured out how to optimize, or not optimize, or time our ads. So in the next little bit, this is a break, we'll have an ad play. And so if you could just kindly sit there and listen to it and let it play and run its course, then I guess we'll earn 2 pennies. And then it'll keep going. There'll be an ad in the middle of the podcast, randomly probably, and there'll be 2 at the end, I think. But one at the beginning here after we've talked a little bit and introduced ourselves to help these people. And so then it's not like 2 ads and stuff. Because then some people who found the podcast, they got confused thinking that the ad was the podcast and they didn't want to wait a full minute or 30 seconds. So we thought, let's just build it in a little bit right after the beginning, hook them in and stuff. So, and Adam's going to actually put that in this next week. So I'll tell you how after.
Good luck.
So, this week, we just want to see how things went and stuff. It's been a full week. It feels like a longer time than that to me. Maybe it felt shorter to you guys. Do you feel up against the gun with timelines or deadlines?
Definitely adding an internship felt not so much that it's hard or super taxing, but just knowing that there's another time constraint that I have to get done, it definitely adds a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Oh, I believe I was this close at 12 hours ago. I was like, I am going to cancel it tomorrow because I do not want to go. I'm too tired and I cannot do it on top of substituting and all that stuff there. And then I was like, no. Yeah, I was like, you guys are like my little kids. It's like little kittens. You just have to take care of them and be there for them, Papa Kitty or something? I don't know.
It's okay. I'll take over for you.
So I was like, but we'll have it. And so I was like, you'll either be pleased to know or upset to know that I did not cancel it today because I was ready to cancel it and stuff. I was a little tired and stuff. Today we're going to talk about a host of things. Social media, packaging options from last week, following up there, and looking into like the yellow pages and GIS findings and stuff, and a little bit of everything there. So first thing I wanted to mention was our Spreaker podcast revenue report here. So each week someone will take a turn publishing these podcasts, and Matt and I, just the week before you came, Adam, we made a goal to earn 10 cents a week on our podcast. So that's like approximately 20 impressions. It's not exact, but it's approximate.
Mm-hmm.
If I can figure out how to work this new computer I got, that would be nice, because now it's turned off and it wasn't supposed to. But I just looked though, and if you pull it up too, you'll see, I believe it's 74 cents
Wow.
right now. So we started at 0, then it went to like 22, then it jumped to like 54 cents, and now like 74 cents. So when we did it, it was like 45 cents, I think, was our original.
Yeah.
And we achieved that.
How does it count an impression? Just a click? Or is
Yeah, if you visit the website, then that's an impression. If you play the podcast, then that's the impression if the ad plays on it. And then if you download the episode from the website to like play it, then it counts. Now I don't know if it counts if it's played on like other platforms like iTunes or Google. I don't know. It might not. I wouldn't be surprised either way. I just don't know yet because I have not figured that out. So that's how it does it, about 2 cents. Now the posts and stuff there are good, and so I want us to include linking for this next week. Last week's episode, the one where Adam was with us the first time, the Meet Adam one for this next week, because I think that was our best one yet and stuff. Not that yours was sad, just meeting you, Matt. That was the best one yet too. And so but we'll do Adam's and stuff. There, see, that's the thing is they keep getting better and better. So that's why we'll do that. The first two, or like at least the first one, I'm not the most fondest about hearing myself talk on them.
Is it just you by yourself?
The first one was me by myself. Doing it, I finished recording it about 10 seconds before I hit the video call to join to talk to Matt for the first time.
Oh, wow.
And so I was like, and I hadn't even told you about the podcast, I don't think. I was like, by the way, you're going to be on a podcast. I honestly don't know why my computer stopped here. This is super sad. But anyways, my thing was, if we can do 10 cents, so we've done 40 or 30 cents and stuff there since we made that. So that was easy to get 10 cents a week. Yeah. Should we increase that? Should we decrease it? Should we keep it the same? What do you think? Can we do, if it's included in our social media, then and people click on it.
This is revenue?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a tiny, minuscule, symbolic revenue. Nothing that's going to
I feel like you
let
should
us go
Starbucks. Shoot for at least 30 and up, or at least
because it's been 2 weeks, right, and we've made 30 cents.
I think so.
So it's been 15
this is
cents
black.
a week.
I'm so embarrassed right now. It's not. Anyways, but if you have it pulled up, you can see there.
Yeah, I've got it pulled up for us.
Okay, now it's decided to turn on. Technical difficulties on the spot here. Okay, here we go. Now I've got it. So yeah, and. You can still play around and go on the current balance thing to see what it looks like. Do you think we can make $10? It pays it out at $10. It sends it to your PayPal. Do you think we can hit $9 more between now and 2 months?
The end of the semester.
That's audacious, isn't it? But it could be possible to get something there. Oh, and that showed... I don't know where the graph... There was a graph, impressions. Is that it? Okay. So there we go. There's bumps. So you can probably correlate to that when you post on social media and people clicked on it and stuff there. Mm-hmm. So that's good. So should we settle on, what do you think, between 30 or something else there, Matt?
Yeah, we've been hitting 15 cents. And if we post it more, bump it up to our goal to 25 or 30.
Okay, let's shoot for 30. I like that. We'll do 30 cents per week. There we go. It's written up on the board. That's our goal.
It's official.
It's official. We have a written goal here, 30 cents a week here. So next week, so we can remember this, it's on the records for the world to hear. So we're at how much right now?
74 cents.
74. So we want to get, by the time we meet next week,
$1.04.
104. Okay, that's our goal. So that means we've got to like encourage our friends and neighbors to click on it. Even if you just say, "Mom, can you just sit here and click on this in incognito for me?" And get your girlfriend and the 6 cats lined up and tape a thing to their paws and just have them like stamp your phone each time to like refresh the page to duplicate the impressions and stuff there. So $1.04. Let's remember that for next week and stuff. I want you to follow up on that. Okay, so we've got that taken care of for our Spreaker podcast revenue report. This next section, so we're just going to talk about social media stuff there. So Matt's going to lead us through what this is all about.
Yeah, so Adam and I this week just did some social media research, read some articles, watched some YouTube videos, really just looking at how to increase our social media engagement across our platforms, which are Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn. So really pretty simple stuff, just researching how to increase, like get new followers, get engagement from those followers. And so just some like the most consistent ideas or the things that everyone said you needed to do. Here's a little list of things that we came up with.
Oh, that's good.
Found.
Did you by chance, Adam, see because I know we didn't have time last time, but the report Matt put there of the, the metrics and stuff there? Kind of where we were at.
Yeah, we went over it during the podcast,
okay.
didn't we?
Yeah,
very briefly. So it's still up there. I mean, it should still be up there. I haven't deleted it or anything. So, all right.
So just some of the key ideas to do on all social media podcasts is to post consistently, which we've been doing now. We've been posting every day. Engage. One of the things was engage first. So before you even post, if you go and like photos and comment on other people's posts that you follow, your post is more likely to show up on their feed as well. So just kind of figuring out that algorithm for social media. Comment and interact with all of the people who like your photo and comment on it. We don't have a lot of comments and likes right now, but and then one of the things to get more followers was to follow the followers, is what they called it. And so basically just find social media pages that are doing the same thing you're wanting to do, and then follow the people that follow that page, because those are the people already that are interested in that stuff and are looking for that. And so you follow them and they see your page and will hopefully follow you back. And that's what they're looking for already. And then just use more time on the app just to get the algorithm, just get your post to more people, use more hashtags, and then cross-promote on your social media platform. So our Twitter has like 4 followers. So something we could do is just on our Instagram where we have more followers,
so
say, hey, go follow our Twitter page, and you can see our posts there too. And so hopefully that will increase followers on all of the pages if we mention it on a different platform too.
Yes, I definitely feel awkward and embarrassed when I'm like, there are people whose pets have thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of followers, and here this company is, and I can't even, and the 4 are like me and the previous interns, so I was like, clearly we did something not wrong, but something that, or we didn't figure out exactly, we may have neglected our Twitter a little bit, so...
And then just a couple more things that because I kind of dug into like each individual app.
Yeah, that's
on
great.
Like what we should do for each one, and like for instance for Instagram, it says mostly try to keep your page like as a same theme, like stick to like one color palette to make it more visually appealing.
I'm just pulling up my Instagram right here so we can look at it here.
And then also create a watermark. So like on every picture, like in the top corner or something, it could say like $probs. Something.
Oh, okay.
Something along the lines of that,
Yeah.
And then obviously continue using the hashtags. And then another key that it said was stick to the platforms that are working. So like while... Clearly, Twitter is not exactly our strong suit right now. So, like, while we should continue trying to build Twitter, make sure we still focus on, like, Instagram, Pinterest, and those ones, the ones that actually are getting interactions. And then I also saw this it was a little page, and it says, and it's, like, the best times to post throughout every single day.
Oh yeah, the time things. There's lots of articles on like the times and stuff.
Yeah,
to
and
figure out
so
that.
I have a bunch of the times for the best times to post on Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. Those are the only 3 that I really looked at. And then for Twitter, it said post more videos so that you're more likely to get clicks.
I feel like there are a lot of videos on Twitter, but
Well, on our Twitter?
yeah, well, on our feed at least, because I don't have a personal Twitter.
Uh-huh.
I don't have a personal Instagram. I only have a personal Facebook and LinkedIn,
Uh-huh.
and then like a billion emails. But the Twitter, I actually have followed. It follows like all of the what are they called, politicians in Washington D.C. So like President Trump and Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Everyone on all sides. I've kind of like, let's follow them. And then there's like 50 of them. Not very business related to my chagrin again, but it is a unique following. Maybe can you tweet someone out on a tweet and then like that like goes to their page or something so other people can see it? Like,
they'll get a notification, and then if they choose to like retweet it, then it would show up on their page.
Otherwise, it would never be seen by other people.
I mean, only if people search their page, because if people search their page, they'll see posts that they're tagged in.
Okay.
But
so
say like you wanted to @ Barack Obama, you can @ him, but if the only way that it will actually show up on his page is if he likes or retweets it. Like that's
so he has to like engage,
he has to interact with it. Yeah.
Otherwise, Matt, who just is going along, he won't ever see that this company added the president, the former president. No. Oh, okay.
And then
so we probably can't @ him because a lot of people do. So we got to find someone less popular.
Yeah. And then for Twitter, it said share more links to websites, so then you also get more clicks. Shorten links, so that you can add more content because you're only allowed X amount of characters on Twitter.
Is it still 150 or 250? Or
yeah,
I think it's 140.
Yeah, something like that.
Something succinct there.
And then it said set up a Twitter card for more engagement.
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
I looked at it for a second. Couldn't really tell you what it is, but we can go into that another time.
Okay. For next week.
Yeah. And then it basically just says, and then Pinterest is just like have multiple boards for more views and stuff like that. And then I have a friend, or I guess not really a friend, but I know someone who is really good at marketing on Facebook, and they said to try not to post like about your business every single day. Try to just have more like happy, upbeat things throughout the week.
So just a variety then, mix.
And then like once or twice a week, that's all you should be posting about your business.
Okay.
Specifically, and have more variety throughout the week, like just like have a great day, not actually that, but like more just positive.
yeah.
Very sincere. Have a great day.
Yeah, I read that too. Like, and this was more for Instagram, but it said instead of posting about your business every day, like do a quote or a picture or a story like 2 or 3 times a week.
Okay.
So
good. I like that.
So yeah, if we just have an inspirational quote every now and then in there, or
that's good. Maybe you could throw like a Thomas Alva Edison. Although maybe you can quote Joseph Swan of 1878, who actually created the first light bulb. Thomas was just the one who was like Apple and refined it and made it really amazing, even though he was late to the game.
Or Facebook.
You're right. Also, I just noticed we have reached 100 posts on Facebook. So congratulations, Adam. I believe these were your posts.
Yes, they were.
So our 100th post was a earthly light bulb. You can check this out right now on our Instagram, dated this past week.
All my posts
100.
are pretty much like save the earth type.
Yes.
They were more green friendly. So.
That's good. So it's good to have that variety. If you scroll on in the deep history, you'll see that we did go through some phases of patterns and stuff, evolve and stuff there. That's awesome. I feel good about that. So you've got some ideas or some better information on meaning behind posts and how to make it better. So certainly try to do that. I was wondering about like hashtags and stuff there. Like you can do like $probs, hashtag entrepreneur, hashtag light, or whatever weird new trendy thing and stuff. And also with Twitter, I thought maybe you can @ the UVU president, Astra Taminas, or @ the Senate, the Student Council UV USA.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some other, or at the internship, UVU internships. They added us in Facebook and LinkedIn or whatever and stuff. So maybe like that, like the groups of the school organizations.
Okay.
That is something you could do, and I don't think there's any problems with like adding or tagging another group at UVU, especially because that's very local and specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would be good this week. Do you like doing it 1 week just you and 1 week just you? Do you want to do every other day? Or is it easier or harder one way? Because
I'd much rather stick to a week.
Yeah.
Okay, is that
Because
easier?
every other day I'll just be like, well, I don't know if it's my day or not.
Do that. Okay, that's
Yeah,
good. So we'll do that
easier.
then. I just want to see. I thought the first few to have you like take your turns. I thought that'd be good so you can like see them all and then see each other's and then kind of like, oh, this is what he did this week. And then if you were going to do it like every other day, then you could do that if that was, you know. So yeah, okay, then we'll just have Matt do it this next week then.
Perfect.
So that's great. So we're still like, I don't know if we'll have to come up with a timeline of when we need to like figure out how to like get these bulbs in and out and stuff and packaging, if that's something maybe we just want to start off with or so. We're going to look at like how we can find people and organize and stuff there. So tell me, Adam, first share with us what have you found and stuff? Can I write anything on the board, or do you need to write anything on the board?
Honestly, not really, but
I did find awesome markers. What borrowed from the office, you can do that.
Okay, so mostly what I was just looking at was I was just looking to pretty much see where we could grow.
Yeah.
So I just went to Yellow Pages. They are really easy to navigate on there. You literally just type in your city or any city, and it pulls up like 30 businesses right on the spot.
Can you make an account to save who you've contacted? I don't know if you could. I feel like that would not be the purpose of it, but for
I don't know,
secret nefarious purposes.
But yeah, it pulls up their address, their number, their email, everything.
Okay.
So that was pretty nice. So I made a list of a bunch of
use.
Yeah.
Public stuff. There.
Yeah. I just made a list of a bunch of different companies. I didn't really sort it at all. I just kind of just like the top 30 companies that are listed in Provo. I just wrote them all down.
I'll see you.
Say hello to Peacock, the free streaming service from NBC Universal that's got live sports. From the U.S. Open Golf Championship to the Premier League.
Oh, glorious!
An NFL wildcard game to the Olympics.
That is an Olympic gold medal.
Plus much more, like must-see docs and must-watch highlights. It's heart-stopping, blood-rushing, history in the making.
Oh, my goodness!
And that's why you can't not watch. Peacock. Watch for free. Upgrade for more. Stream now at peacocktv.com. Stream these events live on Peacock as they happen. Some content requires paid upgrade.
Like copy and paste, like name, phone number, address.
I don't have their phone number, address right now, but I was planning on doing that coming up. And then I started thinking. I was like, I feel like we should be thinking smarter, and that is, what better than to go for like an apartment like a new apartment complex, because that right there, like each house would have a minimum of like 10 light bulbs, right? And then there's
very high density, so that's you don't have to go as far.
Yeah, exactly. And so that right there could be an instant, just like, I don't know,
market customer. What do they call it?
Cash cloud, I guess.
Cash cow.
Gold mine.
Mine.
That is one of the things there. It was residential, landlord, and business, and I do think the landlords are just. Now, the thing about new apartments, because I think that sounds great there, I would assume, but I'm not sure, I would assume that the newer it is, the more likely it has LEDs already built into it, because it's a brand new building, it wants to be energy efficient, all that stuff there. Perhaps your older apartments where your buddies hang out and it's just a dark yellow submarine in there because there's only like one bulb that works for the whole floor or something, like that kind of stuff there. But then it is possible if it's a new apartment. I mean, we'll try them all there, but I thought that maybe they might still only have halogen or what is it, the other incandescents, so they could still be eligible for an upgrade, and then you can still twist it and say, oh, well, it's still a new house, so why don't you save even more by LEDs and stuff?
So I looked up, I didn't even really have to look it up, honestly. I just started listing all the apartment complexes I know around Orem and Provo.
And there's a lot. Your list can be like never ending. Like just grab the housing magazine. There's a billion right there.
And it's like there's some in there that are like literally like my grandparents' lived in them, so like they're super old.
So
Obviously,
your cats, great cats.
yes, there we
Fathers and mothers.
Yeah, so they're super old. Obviously, they've been like remodeled here and there, but
Yeah.
they still might be a potential to
Just
look
think
at.
when you hang out at someone's house, just look at their light bulbs and be like,
They could use some LEDs.
Yes. And you don't have to sell them. You can tell me and I'll go pretend I don't know you guys so I can go talk to them. That's good there. How do you feel about that, Matt?
Yeah, that's a lot of, similar things. I just went to Yellow Pages and looked up
Yeah.
even apartment complexes. It's super easy to look them up and find phone numbers, emails. And with that, I just, two thoughts I had were to come up with a calling script, I guess, just like
Oh, yes.
a calling script and a
talk about it.
standard email.
Can
just
we
something.
do awkward role play, like that? Or, yeah, there needs to be some little mini protocol.
Yeah, just a protocol for, what to say to people if we call them, or just an email we can send, like a standard email that we can update, the name, make it a little personal. So those were just two thoughts I had while looking up, apartment complexes and finding how easy, their numbers are to find and emails, so.
Yeah, I'll have to deal with that. I hate scripts, but then I love them, but then I hate them and stuff there. I'll think of something so we can
Or
have
at
at
least
some
just
key points
a
there.
guide, a outline for what to say.
Yes. Okay, that's great. I like that from both of you. Thank you so much for doing that there. I appreciate that very much. And figure out so do you feel like it's good with Yellow Pages and stuff? Comfortable? Like this is an easy thing that you can pull numbers off of quick and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because we'll use our Google company voice number to do it, so you don't have to just spam people with your own cell phone and have that report or whatever. So let's think how we can do this. If we're going to go, so you don't overlap and call the same business theoretically twice, which I think would be very rare, but then it might not be bad in the end of the world because they'll talk to different people. But it's there's three of us, and I'll do this too with you. Is it that each of us, Matt, Adam, and Derek, I'm actually quite happy. MAD. Should we do it Provo, Orem, Lehigh, American Fork or something? Or then, specify it into apartment, resident, business, where it's maybe I don't know, will you agree, say, okay, maybe this week I'm going to just do, I'll try to look at North Provo, and I'm going to do, I don't know, should we do 20 of each? Or probably more than 10, because I think that would go quite fast actually. So if we're spending maybe, I would say 2 hours a week, an hour one day, an hour another day, a dedicated sit down and hack something out there. Or is there another way you think we can split this up better and stuff that might be easier, more organized? And then we can rotate or something, how do you feel? Is that helping turn gears? To see what we could do here to split this up, to find these, because it probably seems pretty easy to find apartments, like you said there, Adam.
Yeah. I feel like we should kind of either A, come up with a script first, or B,
I'll whip up a script thing and ideas, and we'll go over it. I'll send it to you this next week. I'm going to write this down so I don't forget in my head. I'm going to work on that here this week for you guys and for me and stuff. That'll probably take me 2 hours. I'll spend about 2 hours doing this, pulling my knowledge from customer service at Young Living Essential Oils. We're not endorsed by them on this podcast. I don't know if I was supposed to say their name or not. So, anyways. But yeah, keep going there, Adam. What were you saying?
As far as how we should divide it up, I feel like it would be, why not just take it by city, city by city?
Okay.
Because in every city there's probably a minimum of 100 businesses.
There's probably, a couple hundred.
And so if we just start on each, just start taking it city by city, then we can gradually expand outward.
Okay. This is bad handwriting all of a sudden. How do you feel about that, Adam? Any ideas or sorry, Matt?
No, I like that idea. I think just to keep track of it, just put together an Excel sheet on the Google Docs that we can put like the businesses on, and then we can have a section where we put like our initials or put our name if we've called them, and kind of keep notes of who we've each called.
Yeah, I think I would predict it would be more time saving for all of us if actually on the Excel sheet, so we'd have a shared one in Google,
Yeah.
so we can all like add it in and stuff as it goes in. So it'll have the filter like who's in charge, who did it, where was it, and what type was it. And then it'll have something like we'll have to have the phone number, and then if you can grab their email or something, maybe their address or just a link to their website, like that kind of stuff, the basic information to contact them. I would think it would probably be easiest if in our Excel spreadsheet it only had the people that were actually interested, that something came of it, or any other interesting note. So then you don't have like a bunch of like 50 of them that just say no go, no go, no go. It's people that say maybe, or like this said maybe, or under this condition, or this one just said yes. And then we can just ignore all the X's, because if it's one call to them, then you can just move on, or you can save it and call it again if you feel like you have such great feelings towards a particular person or something, then you can do that. Does that make sense, or do you think, if you still want to like write all of them out and put the status on each of them, or I would recommend just so only the people who actually something came of it.
Yeah, that works. If we each have, I was just thinking so we don't call the same company, but if we each have our own city or area we'll work in, I guess that won't be a problem of doing that. Okay. And so as long as we keep it separated, where Adam's doing Provo, I'm doing Orem, or whatever it is, and then we won't double call or double contact any of the company. So
okay.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, let's do something like that there. I don't know who between you two would like to start the first document to like just put in the basics at the top, the headers and stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do that, Adam?
Yeah.
This week. So let's have that with basic information, our name and city and these kinds of info, and then we can just go through and add it in as we go and use the sheet and stuff. And then we'll just go through and stuff. So we'll say 20, or it's like it's 20 or 2 hours. That's the U for greater than or equal to and or in math. But it looks more like this. Right, it's like 20 is greater than, like 20 is greater than 5, or it's less than 2, or something like that. But so 2 hours or 20 calls, whatever is equal and stuff, that makes sense. So we can make through a good chunk of calls and stuff there, or you can send an email on top of it too. You can do both and stuff. If they didn't answer, then you could have a form email, and I'll help make a form email that we can fire off from the Ask Team Derek email. Or that was bad. Okay, so that's good. We got this. That's fine. Cities and stuff. What cities would you prefer and stuff? There's, any city, but probably these are the closest right around here. So we all live in. Do you live in Provo, Adam?
I live in Vineyard.
Vineyard, you're
in Orem, yeah. Orem.
I'm American Fork. But we can hack at a city, and then you can take a break and do some other. Or maybe we can just do one city just to keep it more, because there's really like a ton and stuff, even one city. But what cities would you like then? We'll just take one for now, I guess.
I can do, my parents live in Lehigh, so I spend a lot of time there. So I could do Lehigh.
Okay. We'll assign you with a little Lehigh. If you don't remember that in the sheet, Adam, then, you'll remember that then.
Yeah.
When the info there. What about you, Adam?
Well, if he goes north, I can go south, Provo.
Okay, so we'll do Provo. So do you think I should do AF or Orem or that? Probably not PG over these two. And probably this is more important than this one, I would say. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do Orem. And then maybe halfway through or a little bit we'll switch and we'll share our insights too on how this goes. So that's our assignments. We got it. Awesome. So that's for this next week. We'll make a sheet and follow up with that there. The last thing we'll talk about in our last 10 minutes, maybe 9 minutes, and keep it at a good clip. Hopefully by now you will have heard some random ad play cut into the podcast. So don't be alarmed when all of a sudden there's happy music playing and financial services being offered to you. Packaging and boxes. So we've determined that it would probably be easier to throw our light bulbs, our beautiful retail arbitrage purchased great value bulbs from Walmart, into our own packaging and make it look nicer and more branded, feel more official. You can have more dedication and love towards this product or something, increases your feelings of affinity towards light emitting diodes. And we're looking at boxes and packaging to see what options there are. There are quite a bit of options online. If you just Google up boxes, I was like, okay, is it that you want like maybe a donut box that's flat that you can lay them down and so it might look more cooler, or because then it might be easier to find some fillings so that they're protected rather than like those grid things. I don't know if that's hard to assemble or make or something. Or maybe just some like lunch pail box or something. I thought, okay. Now this had said, where was it? Did I close the page out? I must have. But a thing of like, it said like this was like $60 to $70 for like 20 to 50 boxes. I can't remember. And this was like 50 boxes for $70.
I saw this one on Amazon.
Okay. Let me see if I can find something on Amazon as you talk, so keep going there.
It was 50 boxes for like, I think it was $27.
Did you find it through green boxes?
No.
Just boxes?
I think I literally just typed in boxes, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
What did you see here, Adam? Enlighten us.
No, a little bit lower. It was... Oh. Wait, scroll up. Oh. I think it might have been the ones on the far right. Right there.
These ones, 28 a 25 packs. That's about $1.
Oh wait, no. There was one that was literally 50 for $27. It was wild.
This is also not a touchscreen. It makes me so sad. Okay, let's see. 50 count boxes. Here's a pack of 50 little white boxes. That's probably not boxes. Okay, it's a little hard to find and stuff there. Cardboard boxes. Now, it's okay. I mean, I had a hard time too. Let's see.
I mean, I guess the ones on the far right could have worked. It was 50 for $16.
Okay, 50 for 16. That's not bad and stuff. I mean, here's some beautiful little green 10-pack. That's kind of expensive, actually. 15 assortment. So, okay, we're going to have to look into this a little bit deeper this week and stuff and kind of redo this week, and I'll have to spend some more time, too, on it. But so it's looking like maybe, like you said there, about almost $2 is what it was coming-ish? Well, this is pretty small, 6x4 and
some
3.
I found, it was through Uline, which is like a shipping boxes and little packages that they do. We use them a lot at work. But it was flat-ish white boxes. It was like 4 inches by 4 inches by 2 inches. So you could fit, I don't know how many light bulbs in there, but that was 100 boxes for $20 plus...
so that would only fit like one light bulb, wouldn't it? If it's like 4 inches by 4 inches?
4 by 4 by 2.
Maybe
it's big. I don't know. I'll have to look at that again. Maybe it would just fit one box. It looked bigger in the picture.
Okay.
I'll have to look at the size again. That's just what I thought it came up as. Anyway, that was 100 boxes for $20 plus $24 shipping. So it's like $50 total. So it's like 50 cents per box there. And those were just white shipping boxes.
Oh, no, white's pretty nice still, because you could have white and then have a logo sticker on top, slapped on top or something.
Yeah, and then I looked at stickers too.
Yeah.
And there's just like round stickers that you can customize.
Can you just like upload a file to it? Probably, because that's what we would do, just upload the logo.
I forgot to write down the website, but I could look it up again. But it was like 52 stickers for $14 plus
Oh, that sounds
shipping.
good. That's
so
like a lot cheaper than I thought,
Yeah,
actually.
for the stickers at least. So if we just found white boxes, the stickers would be pretty cheap. And I'll have to look at what the size dimensions on those
And
boxes
even
were
if that
again.
is small, because that sounds quite small there, and I'm like, oh, like we need a bigger box to fit more. But then, like, if that's a good price point for a cheaper box, then it's not bad if we give someone 10 little boxes of light bulbs.
What was the price for that one?
For which one? The boxes?
Yeah.
$20
For
for
how many?
100 boxes.
Oh,
but
That's a
but
good
again,
price
those might be
point.
small boxes where it only fit one light bulb. I'd have to look at that again.
But if we combine them, I think it could work actually. Then we just have little cute little light bulb boxes that's like,
Yeah,
it might seem like
individually.
more or something, you know? What have you found, Adam?
Well, I'm just looking right now on Amazon again, and I see these. There's a bunch of different ones. One's like 5 by 5 by 5. One's 8 by 6 by 4. And one's 10 by 7 by 5. They all come in packs of 25. But based on the size, it's all between $20 and $25. So it'd be anywhere between like 80 cents to $1 per box.
Okay. So how about this here in our last couple minutes here? So, Adam, if you make this sheet for just set this one up here for our light tracking stuff there, sales. And Matthew, if you can start a sheet for the light that you do for light bulbs, but for boxes, and let's have each of us contribute, you think 2 or 3 box options, and we'll have to have you organize it, I guess, so it can be filtered or something like that. If we can, I guess maybe we could put the information in it or something if it can be formatted. So each of us give like 2 or 3 box recommendations. Hopefully we can find, I like the white box, or if you find a green one, if you can color change it, then that would be really good, like light green for DollarProbs, around the logo, just look at the logo and find a color, something similar. And if we have to, then maybe just the cardboard, and then a sticker, I guess. Oh, I guess we should add like a column or a separate one for another sheet page for like 3 sticker options. So if we can find each like a sticker, and we can put it together on that sheet, that would be really good, so we can actually, and then we will need to know, we can crunch numbers and say, okay, with a light bulb plus the box plus the sticker, and that's hopefully all we have to deal with supply management, chain management, is then we'll say, okay, it costs us altogether $2.23, so then we can feel better justified selling it for what you get it in the store, about $3 to $4. I think that sounds good. Does that sound good to you guys, or feel good?
Yeah.
And then we'll have like a special product.
And then we'll
That's
have
our
to,
own product.
And then we'd have to go into the whole pricing everything.
Yes, okay, then we'll have to revisit that after we figure out what will cost
the
with the
financing?
bulb. We've got the bulb figured out, 83 cents, and then what was the cone ones?
$2.
$2. And if we can keep our box cost, even if it's one small box, I think that might work as long as it can fit a light bulb. We might have to measure the light bulbs and remember, like, okay, what's a normal 60-watt light bulb look like? Maybe like fit in this phone here.
Also, what are we going to do about the great value being on the
It's
light
only
bulb?
going to be on the very small white part of the base of the light bulb, so I don't think we'll have to worry about it. If we tried to X it out with the Sharpie, that would look bad.
Yeah.
But we'll just leave it, because I don't think they're going to. And if they raise questions, then it's just a great value bulb, and we've got numbers behind how it works. But that might be pretty interesting to have our own. That's exciting to have your own little product, I think. So let's crunch those numbers this next week, and that will be good to contribute, and we'll have that on the way. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. So yeah, the company expenses are a break-even price point, so we'll have to figure out, we'll keep that in mind, as cheap as possible, but then, preferably a colored box. But if it's just a normal one, because I think a sticker can make up for it to make it look decent on there, that would be fine. That's a lot less expensive than I thought it would be. So, all right, I've gone through quite a bit. These are kind of like rapid meetings, I feel like. They make me nervous. Do they make you feel nervous? I mean, I think at the very beginning and the end, I feel like the most, my cholesterol just goes right up through the roof, and I'm like, got to go home and take a car wash to cool off on the way home, to feel good about myself. All right, we've got our plan and stuff, and after, I'll share a couple other things on the side there to prepare for next week, and I'm actually going to be gone, so I will leave it up to you two to carry us through next week, and I'll follow up soon after, of course. So, how do we feel then? Are we good to go?
Yep.
Yeah, we got some good time here. So, again, we've got some interesting people here. Cat lovers and bowling amateurs, novice, or not an amateur, you're bowling, would you say expert?
No, definitely not expert.
Bowling
but-
aficionado or aficionado or something?
Yeah.
What's
something
that
like
word?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the word.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that's a wrap for today's podcast, and hope you have a great rest of the day. So you can say bye if you want.
See you next week, guys.
Catch you on the flip.